Building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. The Panthers kicker, Graham Gano, set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 15, line it, 16 line. Some got man. Squeeze.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the curve. Check. Watch the defense.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Check out. Check it back. Ready.
On second down, it's Lindsay. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready. 47. Check. 47. Gotta do better.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready. 88. I got him. Watch out. 20. Watch out. Watch twitch. Watch the twitch.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey 36 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat-out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He's got his big tight end, Fant. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Rip left. Mike 54. Mike, go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton, 60 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. Newton to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
43's the mouth off. 43's the mic. I'm coming.
Out of the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller, picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. On play action, Locke. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. These two teams all tied after one.
Ready? 30 base. 54. Right, 54. Hey, watch the screen.
And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Leo, 2.
Now Locke again. Screen pass to Lindsey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
20.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ready? 180.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hogan. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, he'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Keep breaking them balls up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. From the 36, Newton. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for a Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch the safety creep.
Now Newton on first down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 31 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Look at me, zipper.
Get moving. You gotta get that. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the slant.
Ready?
Clock now on first down. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 5.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On second down, McCaffrey. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Newton now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. And let's get this. Get this. You get it.
Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Room to run inside the 40. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw is Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on second down. Newton. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To the air again. Newton. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get in the weight room.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Complete to right. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
54's Mike. Check, watch 54. Hey, exit. They gonna need some therapy after this. 54. Mike 54.
Here we get it.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Left side here to Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense? And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Check 13. Check 13.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Newton to throw. And this will be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Motion, motion. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, check. 43. Bandit.
20.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
Ready.
59. Mike's 50.
Hey, Charlie.
Nice, sweetheart.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Let's go.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
18 Gator.
54. Mike 54. Here we go, here we go.
Go.
Mike 54, Mike 54. Mike Slide forward. Come on. Right. Let's see what you got. 54.
Hey, Alpha.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Shoot.
From the gun, it's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Locke over the middle. He's got Deshaun Hamilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. On first and 10, here's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Go out. Get it.
They're going with Lindsey. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones.
Oh, now Lindsey lost the football.
Ready? 30 base.
59.
Locke now on 1st down. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Get that quarterback D-line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
Double dog. That's the way.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Locke now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is McCaffrey on the give. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Newton, and they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Newton. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
20.
Watch the flag. 43 is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
Let's go. 10-2 stop.
Let's pick it up. It's out.
Hey, high 7.
Let's get off the field. March 59.
Yes.
I'm coming, baby. Woo!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Come on. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9". Exit. Mike.
Go.
Mike's 59.
Ready?
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
59 Mark. Check, 59. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike is 59.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And it is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Ready?
43. Check, 43.
Now Newton on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. McCaffrey following the penalty. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end.
Here's Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Break.
Front 9. Call it.
Block now on 1st down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Block. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And the ball is knocked out.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Juwan James, the right tackle, first-round selection in 2014. He's the one that got flagged there.
You ready?
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Big grip, big grip.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Now a desperation throw deep down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Newton's going to throw it. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. A 4-yard pickup that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Von Miller in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And look at this, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Ready, ready. 60 yards.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch, switch, switch.
Hey, Delta.
59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check, check. 59. Watch the pass.
Look at me. Go, go. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Go.
That's mine. I got him. Mike 5'9".
Smooth.
Come on, come on, come on. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Alpha.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Mike 5'9".
Lock working out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Mike, check, 59.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Give me that ball.
Hey, wahoo. 5.
Now Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Lock to throw on second down. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
One final try for Locke. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down.